Yeah.
I'm going to transition a little bit here, just hit on recruiting a little bit before we close and get out of here. Arch Manning alert. We just kind of Arch Manning tracker. Just to throw this in there, it looks like he's down to 3. It looked like he was kind of between 3 schools. Alabama, Georgia, and Texas, right? Like those are 3 big names. Alabama is recently getting some crystal balls for another quarterback, which would kind of leave you with the indication that they have kind of went another way.
Who was that? I'm not sure I caught that.
Yeah, name is eluding me here currently.
Okay.
It was a tricky name. I believe it was Eli Holstein.
Oh yeah, former A&M commit, by the way.
Yeah, 4-star. I mean, that's not a bad one at all.
Yeah,
but
he's
that
good.
Exactly. But that was this morning, and with a fairly high confidence that he will be going to Alabama. And I mean, not that they can't take another quarterback, it would just seem pretty unlikely, and it would feel like they have kind of withdrawn themselves from that race a little bit, leaving it would seem, between Georgia and Texas. I've long since thought Texas was the leader. However, David Cutcliffe is no longer at Texas and is now an analyst for the SEC network. Go figure that one out.
Interesting.
I know. It's like Kirby has probably paid him to go to the SEC. Like, it's just everything that felt there. I'm not a tinfoil hat kind of guy, but that one felt a little bit weird. As a Georgia fan, I'm refraining from saying that we are the favorites for Arch Manning. I will believe that when I see it. If you're Arch, why would you want to come to? It doesn't matter. I don't understand it, but Georgia does seem to be definitely one of the top 2, if not the favorite for Arch currently. I'm sure there's many twists and turns in that fairy tale of a recruitment to come yet. So I'm sure that story is not yet told, but it's interesting. If nothing else, it's interesting. And hey, at least he's not going to Alabama, right? It could be worse. Imagine him and Nick Saban, they'd win the next 3 titles.
Yeah. This whole quarterback class is it's so fascinating to watch. Obviously you have I almost called him Eli. You have Arch.
Yeah.
So this last weekend, Dante Moore took an official visit to Oregon, which was that was concerning. Like, right. That was one of those visits that we were a little worried about. Obviously, Oregon is one of those schools that they're definitely doing their thing with NIL. Like, they are putting that out there.
Okay.
And so that was one of those that was kind of like, if he visits this school or this school or this school, it's not that big of a deal. But if he goes to Oregon, it's a little scary. And so it's a little scary. Like, Notre Dame might not get Dante Moore. That they're still probably most people think they're probably the leader. But where I was going with all this, like the quarterback thing, you have message board people now. On one hand, you have people saying that, oh, he's actually now a silent commit to Oregon. And then on the other hand, you have people saying, well, no, like, he's clearly a silent commit to Notre Dame. Like, and so, they're probably both wrong. Like, it's just, you have all of these message board people that have their uncle that they talk to who knows a guy who is the janitor at this, it's just so much fun. Or maybe it's just ridiculous. Like, I know I spend too much time into this in the weeds, but that's some of the fun. Like, that's some of the fun of off-season college football.
There are people that are turned off by it, and like, I just enjoy the drama. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying whether it's good or bad, but it is interesting, and you do care. People say, oh, I don't care. No, you do. You do care. There are college football fans on Twitter, which is a terrible place to go. Don't go on Twitter. But we don't care. We don't care. We don't. No, you do. You really do. And these things matter, by the way, too. Like, visits matter. I think I'm beginning to believe that keep an eye where they're going on the visits. That's often where they end up committing. And it's okay to be follow the visits. It's very okay to be concerned if Dante Moore is at Oregon. That's concerning. Just because they have pretty much unlimited money and can pay him whatever they want, and just the Nike deal and everything, it just works out. But this quarterback class is loaded right now. Currently, we have 5 stars in the composite. Jaden Rashada, who someone we don't even really talk about, yeah, he's number 5. We talk about the top 4 at length.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, just like we'll just ballpark it real quick and get out of here. Your picks for where Arch Manning and Dante Moore go to school now.
Oh, so I'll say Arch to Georgia.
Okay.
And I'll say Dante Moore to Notre Dame.
Okay. I like how, yeah, I mean, we're not being biased here, guys. Like that, those are the betting favorites, right? I mean, they are. Those are the betting favorites.
Those are
currently.
Yeah. Yep.
And, Arch, what are you doing, man? Go somewhere that wants
no,
you. Go
okay.
somewhere that wants you.
Okay, but here's my thing with that though. You could go to Texas, but what about Texas the last 20 years? 15. Yeah. I'll go 15. Yeah. What about Texas the last 15 years has made you think that anybody should go there? The 20. Let me pull this up. So Texas in the 2018 and 2019 classes had the number 3 class in the country both years.
Yeah.
So those players would have just completed their junior and senior years, I believe.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. So those are the draft eligible years. The number 3 class, both years, juniors and seniors. 0 players from Texas got drafted this year.
Yeah.
0. How in Notre Dame had a disappointing 2018 class. Like it was a good class when they signed it. And so far they've had like 1 player drafted and there's about 3 more that probably will, like after 5th years.
Yeah.
And that was disappointing.
Right.
Texas has 0 from both 18 and 19 so far. Now, obviously you have 2019 players who will be seniors this year and might get drafted, I guess. But no one was good enough from the number 3 class to leave after their junior year and get drafted. No one was good enough from the number 3 class in 2018 to get drafted after their junior or senior year. Why would you go there?
I understand. It just the pain of having to hold a clipboard for a walk-on would just be infuriating to me. And yeah, maybe it's still that. Like why have unlimited 5 stars at quarterback when you're still going to start your walk-on? Maybe that's where
they can only do that one more time though, right?
Yeah. Well, hey, I don't know. He could file for something else. I don't know. He looks like a lawyer. He could probably go to law school and get another couple of years of eligibility. Goodness knows he won't be playing anywhere else once he's done here. Sorry, that's not nice. He's from like one town over. He's not actually a bad guy. Stetson Bennett, by the way, not a bad dude. Just not a fan of him as Georgia's starting quarterback. But yeah, Arch, it remains to be seen. If I was him, like just put it out. If I was him, I'm going to play for maybe Mike Leach at Mississippi State.
But then you're gonna hear people questioning you were just part of this simple offense though. Like the goal is still to get drafted top 3 in the NFL draft because that's where the money is. And so if you have Georgia's at Georgia, if he's at Georgia, and here's the thing, they might water down the offense. That might not work against him. Like if he just has to throw 20 passes a game and be efficient doing it, he might be the number 1 pick because everyone will say, well, you put him in the NFL where they actually let him throw the ball, he'll be better.
Dude, I don't know. I choose not to get into that right now. I'll believe it when I see it with him. You just set the record for players drafted. Like you should feel a little more confident in your future going forward. Have you seen a quarterback recently from Georgia?
Not so much.
No, you haven't. There's a reason.